Good morning and welcome to Christ Church in Shamley Green. We're in the Surrey Hills today and we're here to visit the final resting place of an actor. Now most people, if not all people, will recognise the name when I say it, and he is Harry Secombe. I'm just admiring this church. Let's flick you around so you can have a look at the church. Yeah, it's a beautiful church. But yeah, Harry Secombe, I suppose I really remember him from the Goons. I know he went into all his religious stuff later on in his career, but I really remember his voice. He had a very powerful singing voice. And obviously him and Spike Milligan and a few others were the Goons, and I know he worked with Tony Hancock as well. But anyway, this spin you around, I mean, I've literally just walked in here. I've not looked around at all, so I don't know where it is. All I know is we're not looking for a headstone today. We are looking for a memorial plate, as he was cremated and his ashes were interred here. So what we'll do is I'll spin you around. We'll have a little look around this lovely little churchyard while I tell you a little bit about Harry Secombe. Harry Donald Secombe was born in St Thomas, Swansea, the third of four children of Nellie Jane Gladys (née Davis), a shop manageress, and Frederick Ernest Secombe, a commercial traveller and office worker for a Swansea wholesale grocery business. From the age of 11 he attended Dynevor School, a state grammar school in central Swansea. After leaving school in 1937, Secombe became a pay clerk at Baldwin's store. With war looming, he decided in 1938 that he would join the Territorial Army. Very short-sighted, he got a friend to tell him the sight test and then learnt it by heart. He served as a Lance Bombardier in No. 132 Field Regiment of the Royal Artillery. He referred to the unit in which he served during the Second World War in North African campaigns, Sicily and Italy as the 5 Mile Snipers. While in North Africa, Secombe met Spike Milligan for the first time. In Sicily, he joined a concert party and developed his own comedy routines to entertain the troops. When Secombe visited the Falkland Islands to entertain the troops after the 1982 Falklands War, his old regiment promoted him to the rank of sergeant 37 years after he had been demobbed. He made his first radio broadcast in May 1944 on a variety show aimed at the military services. Following the end of the fighting in the war, but prior to demobilisation, Secombe joined a pool of entertainers in Naples and formed a comedy duo with Spike Milligan. Secombe joined the cast of the Windmill Theatre in 1946, using a routine he had developed in Italy about how people shaved. Secombe always claimed that his ability to sing could always be counted on to save him when he bombed. After a regional touring career, his first break came in radio in 1951 when he was chosen as resident comedian for the Welsh series Welsh Rarebit, followed by appearances on Variety Bandbox and a regular role in educating Archie. Secombe met Michael Bentine at the Windmill Theatre and he was introduced to Peter Sellers by his agent Jimmy Grafton. Together with Spike Milligan, the four wrote a comedy radio script, and Those Crazy People was commissioned and first broadcast on the 28th of May 1951. This soon became The Goon Show, and the show remained on the air until 1960. Secombe mainly played Neddy Seagoon, around whom the show's absurd plots developed. In 1955, whilst appearing on The Goon Show, Secombe was approached by the BBC to step in at short notice to take the lead in the radio comedy Hancock's Half Hour. The star of the show, Tony Hancock, had decided to take an unannounced break abroad on the day before the live airing of the second season. Secombe appeared in the lead for the first 3 episodes and had a guest role in the 4th after Hancock's return. All 4 episodes are lost, but following the discovery of the original scripts, the episodes were re-recorded in 2017 with his son, Andrew Secombe, performing the role held by his late father. With the success of The Goon Show, Secombe developed a dual career as both a comedy actor and a singer. In 1958 he appeared in the film Jetstorm, which starred Dame Sybil Thorndike and Richard Attenborough, and in the same year Secombe starred in the title role in Davy, one of Ealing Studios' last films. The power of his voice allowed Secombe to appear in many stage musicals. This included 1963's Pickwick, based on Charles Dickens' The Pickwick Papers, which gave him the number 18 hit single, I Ruled the World, his later signature tune. Secombe scored his biggest hit single in 1967 with his version of This Is My Song, which peaked at number 2 on the charts in March 1967, while a recording by Petula Clark, which had hit number 1 in February, was still in the top 10. He also appeared in the musical The Four Musketeers in 1967 at Drury Lane as Mr. Bumble in Carol Reed's film of Oliver, 1968, and in the MV segment of The Magnificent Seven Deadly Sins, 1971. He went on to star in his own television show, The Harry Secombe Show, which debuted on Christmas Day 1968 on BBC One and ran for 31 episodes until 1973. A sketch comedy show featuring Julian Orchard as Secombe's regular sidekick. The series also featured guest appearances by fellow goon Spike Milligan, as well as leading performers such as Ronnie Barker and Arthur Lowe. Secombe later starred in similar vehicles such as Sing-a-Song of Secombe and ITV's Secombe with Music during the 1970s. Later in life, Secombe attracted new audiences as a presenter of religious programmes such as the BBC's Songs of Praise and ITV's Stars on Sunday and Highway. He was also a special programming consultant to Harlech Television and hosted a Thames television programme in 1979 entitled Cross on the Donkey's Back. In the latter half of the 1980s, Secombe personally sponsored a football team for boys aged 9 to 11 in the local West Sutton Little League, Secombe's Knights. In 1990, he was one of a few to be honoured by a second appearance on This Is Your Life, when he was surprised by Michael Aspel at a book signing in a London branch of W.H. Smith. Secombe had been a subject of the show previously in March 1958 when Eamon Andrews surprised him at the BBC Television Theatre. In 1963 he was appointed a Commander of the Order of the British Empire, CBE. He was knighted in 1981 and jokingly referred to himself as Circumference in recognition of his rotund figure. Secombe met Myra Joan Atherton at the Mumbles Dance Hall in 1946. The couple were married from 1948 until his death and had 4 children. Jennifer Secombe, who unfortunately died in 2019, widow of actor Alex Giannini, she was her father's agent in his last years. Andy Secombe, a voice actor, film actor and author. David Secombe, a writer and photographer. Katie Secombe, an actress. Myra Lady Secombe died on the 7th of February 2018, aged 93. Secombe had peritonitis in 1980. Within 2 years, taking advice from doctors, he had lost 5 stone in weight. He had a stroke in 1997 and his colon burst, from which he made a slow recovery. He was then diagnosed with prostate cancer in September 1998. Following a second stroke in 1999, he was forced to abandon his television career, but made a documentary about his condition in the hope of giving encouragement to others with the condition. Secombe had diabetes in the latter part of his life. Unfortunately, he died on the 11th of April 2001 at the age of 79 from prostate cancer in hospital in Guildford, Surrey. His ashes are interred at the parish church of Shamley Green, which is where we are today. Well, that's all the information I could find on Harry Secombe. Right, now I found the cremation plates. I haven't actually looked at them yet. So I'll spin you around, and for the first time, let's go and have a look and see if we can find it together. Right, the cremation plates are just here. So I'll pan the camera down a bit. All upside down, come around the wrong side. See if we can actually find it together. Can't see anything yet. Mind you, there are quite a few of them, and a lot of them seem to be covered up. I hope this isn't going to be one of them ones that I can't find. These ones here are quite old. So look at these ones up here. Now what I'll do is because I'm going to have to root through these and probably clean some off, what I'll do is I'll come back when I found it. Right, I don't know how I missed it, but I literally walked straight past it. Right, what I'll do then is I'll spin you around and we'll have a look at his final resting place together. Right, he's literally just here in front of me. Just turn this around. Right, here we are. Just move this out of the way so you can actually see it. Sir Harry Secombe, oh God, hay fever. Sir Harry Secombe, CBE, 8th of September 1921 to the 11th of April 2001. To know him was to love him. Let's put that back on there. But that is the final resting place of Sir Harry Secombe, CBE. Well, that was the final resting place of Harry Secombe. Another awkward one to find. I don't know how I missed it the first time. But right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like the content, then maybe consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to ding that little bell to be notified of any other videos that come up. Right, that's it from the Surrey Hills. I'll see you on the next one. So bye-bye for now.